Yo guys, how's it going? It's TFJ here. Now today I am joined with my sister Freya.
Hello.
You may have seen her in like the vlogs, just in the background and stuff, but yeah, this is the first time she's ever been on my channel before. Anything you have to say to the viewers? Right, so today we were going to do Harry Potter sexual innuendos, where basically we listened to the Harry Potter audiobook and basically we would try not to laugh to the innuendos. Except that what we're going to be doing instead is we're going to be illustrating everything that happens in the Harry Potter audiobook. So say Harry stuck out his wand, we'll have to do a movement of that. And the person that laughs the most will have to do a forfeit, and that forfeit is, for the rest of the day, they will have a Harry Potter scarf drawn on them, and they will have to go everywhere with it on.
Deal?
Yeah, deal. Let's shake on it.
No, pinky.
Pinky. Oh.
Oh,
you have to. No, you have to.
I don't want you to pick your nose while you like.
I wasn't picking my nose. I was doing my. And then. Forget it. Let's just move on. So we'll count it up to 10 points of laughing, and then the first person to get to 10 points with the most laughs has to do the forfeit. Now before this video starts, make sure to smash a huge thumbs up. Also, if you would like to come and see me, I have so many events coming up still this summer. The tickets will all be in the link in the description down below. Without further ado, let's get started.
A sluggish memory. Late in the afternoon, a few days after New Year, Harry, Ron and Ginny lined up beside the kitchen fire to receive their Hogwarts. The ministry had arranged this one-off...
No, you look like, you know, when you're watching like TV, and then there are people on the side that are like, people that are deaf. Yeah. You look like one of those deaf eaters.
Only Mrs. Weasley was there to say goodbye, as Mr. Weasley, Fred, George, Bill and Fleur were all at work. Mrs. Weasley dissolved into tears at the moment of parting. Admittedly, it took very little to set her off lately. She had been crying on and off ever since Percy had Mrs. Weasley sobbed harder than ever as she enfolded Harry in her arms. Promise me, you'll look after yourself. Stay out of trouble. Harry stepped into the emerald fire and shouted, "Hogwarts!" He had one last fleeting view of the Weasleys' kitchen and Mrs. Weasley's tearful face before the flames engulfed him.
You laughed,
Try not to get too much ash on the carpet. No, Professor. Harry glanced out of the corridor windows as they passed. The sun was already sinking. No, she said. What do you mean, no? There is a new password, she said. And please don't shout. But we've been away. How are we supposed to? Harry, Ginny. Hermione was hurrying toward them, very pink-faced, in that picture of drunk monks down by the charms corridor. Anyway, she rummaged in her pocket for a moment, then pulled out a scroll of parchment with Dumbledore's writing on it. Great, said Harry, unrolling it at once to discover that his next lesson with Dumbledore was scheduled for the following night. But at that moment there was a loud squeal of "1-1!" and But this proves Malfoy's a Death Eater. How else could he be in contact with the Greyback and telling him what to do? Not for the first time an argument had broken out over breakfast at number 4 Privet Drive. Mr. Vernon Dursley had been woken in the early hours of the morning by a loud hooting noise from his nephew Harry's room. She's used to flying around outside. If I could just let her...
That's allowed! Yes, it is! Look, that's allowed! You're crying! You can't! There you go! That's allowed!
Dudley, who was so large his bottom drooped over either side of the kitchen chair, grinned and turned to Harry. Pass the frying pan. You've forgotten the magic.
9-9!
The whole
Look at the people on the balcony opposite.
This is the last point.
Christ.
The person that laughs now will have to wear a Harry Potter lightning bolt scarf for the rest of the day.
So, we keep it upstairs. He shooed the shocked Masons back into the dining room, promised Harry he would flay him to within an inch of his life when the Masons had left, and handed him a...
No! Yes! Yes!
Hey, you
no!
laugh.
You laugh! You laugh! Guys, so it turns out there's been a bit of a plot twist. found out that I laughed as well, so we came to the conclusion we're both.
I laughed at Petunia's pudding.
So, we're both going to wear Harry Potter scarves for the rest of the day. Right, I'll do yours and you do mine. Let's do this.
Oh Christ.
Close your eyes, by the way, so you can't.
No.
I'm looking in the lens.
Don't draw it. Okay. Don't do it in the middle
Okay.
and don't. Fuck it up. Really try. Let me see. It's like an upside down H.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Are you done?
No.
That's not a scar! Freya, you're using... Freya, how is it?
Två således.
Så nu. Jo.
Okay guys, so that is where we're going to end this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. And also thank you for Freya for taking part in this video. It was really fun. If you guys are new, then make sure to subscribe. Of course, if you like the video, then like the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.